Greetings, welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jeffico. My co-host is always Chris. Say hi, Chris.
Hello.
So, Chris, USS Janeway.
Yeah. And then immediately the T'Pau? Was that what we went with?
Yeah. I thought they were calling somebody like, T'Pau, what the fuck's on your starboard?
T'Pau. It struck me that both of those ships looked really Enterprise era.
Yeah.
That was definitely the same design we got from the Vulcan ships in Enterprise.
Yeah, I recognize one of those ships. We saw that last season for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Visually, though, I mean, like, I'm looking at it from here, and I'm just like, you could be a little sharper with those images.
Yeah, they were pretty small. I want to see more of the ship.
Build a model.
This is USS Janeway on approach with DMA. We're picking up massive ionic fluctuations. Any other vessels in the area? Confirm.
NSS T'Pau here, confirming the same.
Overall, interesting initial thoughts?
I really liked this episode. The last couple episodes I've been like, I acknowledge these are good Star Trek, but I'm just exhausted by the characters. And this one I just liked.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know if we were acting a little different, but this one, start to finish,
there was
good
a
time.
lot of characters getting a little bit of development.
Mm-hmm. I'm still, getting a little nervous every time a bridge crew speaks up. He's like, my homeland, it was destroyed by a hurricane. I'm like, you're dead. Oh no, they're killing Reese this episode.
Well, it's funny because hey Reese, this is important to you, and you stepped up and you want to help this evacuation, but we're never going to check back in on you.
No, and we're not going to see any of
we're not
it.
going to see you do shit.
Yeah, he just is.
Come on.
Yes.
We didn't see any evacuation. We didn't see people get beamed up at all.
We didn't even cut away to Chief O'Brien and be like, that's the fifth load, and there they are.
Why didn't some Irish people beam up and then ask Wrecker, is there a place where I can wash my feet? And how do you do this foot washing thing? Well, you generally start at the top and you work your way down.
William Riker, you're a mess.
Oh, you don't have to do that.
And if I don't, who will?
I can see why your father wants to marry you off.
And why is that?
So we can have a pipe and a mug of beer in peace.
I want to see it.
I know you want to see it.
Reese could get some work. Nielsen got the con, but I didn't see that.
Yeah,
so everything cool we didn't see.
No? Okay.
No, we just followed Mikey around as she went down on the planet because prisoners aren't people. So she's got to go down there and be self-righteous about it. And we get down there.
The planet did seem like they were, the colony seemed like they were a bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
They're running on the same rules that the Wesley planet was running on, where you get the death sentence if you trample the flowers.
Yeah, I guess I should really explain that they went to this place because they need to evacuate because the DMA is coming there to destroy them.
Yes, and we learned the DMA can boop in and around.
It can jump.
Yeah.
Mobile landmine.
Heard the Emerald Chain use weapons like this disguised as native life.
There's a lot more coming this way.
She goes down there, deals with some screamers, which was what I said, but apparently other people caught on to that too.
Yeah, I've never seen it, but I've seen more than one person say screamers so far.
Peter Welver, man. He's awesome. They smoke cigarettes to help with the radiation.
Oh, good.
It's healthier.
Yeah.
It was designed to protect them from their enemies until it turned its sights on them.
Are they alive?
No one knows. They make themselves now.
It was a lot of fun. They go down there and you see the prisoners and they're all just like, I was jaywalking, I stole food, but it was for a good purpose.
Yeah.
I'm just like, can any of these please just be cannibals?
Yeah, I was saying on the way there, I'm like, I know they're all going to be innocent or their crimes are going to be really lame, but I really hope they get there and everyone's just Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
These people are the fucking worst.
Yeah. They had one guy that's just like, I actually belong here because I killed somebody once. Yeah, so did a lot of Burnhams killed people. She's killed way more people than you.
Yeah, it's I've killed way more people than you, bro.
If we go by her decisions, she's killed millions.
I've killed way more people than you.
Yeah.
And I'm a captain, don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's just I'm not leaving until you can figure out a way to give us something like asylum. Oh, let me look up the rules. We have time for this. I'm gonna look up the rule. Captains can do this, yes. And then it's just I'm still not leaving because I belong here.
He had to make sure all the jaywalkers
and it's just
got out.
Okay, Book, we have to leave. We're putting ourselves at risk if we stay. So, all right, see you later. here, have my communicator, and we'll let you know when you're about to die.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, before I die, I want to tell you how I killed that guy. Activate privacy. No, I want everybody to hear it. Yeah. I'm just like,
it was nice.
It was just like, and he gave me shelter, and then when he was asleep, I took something, and he saw me, and I killed him. Mm-hmm. I'm like, I thought we were gonna get some like good detail here. Like, tell me how you killed him. Mm-hmm. Did you enjoy it? Were you a terrible person? Like, if you're, like, guilty and you've been there already 30 years, like, I mean, everybody else is getting second chances.
We struggle.
I killed him. His child was in the other room. I killed him.
Second chances, right? Like, the other thing I liked about this episode is I felt like there was actually some layers here. Like, we see this guy struggling with having taken a life and the loss resulting that, you know, he stole all this opportunity from that guy and his daughter. And we have the doctor.
Boo-hoo, she didn't get added to the tree.
She got her tree. But then we have Dr. Culber struggling with his extra life and how he's been brought back, and what does that mean? What is, you know, was there a purpose to this, or am I a middle finger to everyone who's lost somebody?
I'm sorry, this is the 29th, 32nd, 54th century. What's a middle finger mean?
Cronenberg knows.
Yeah, because he's a double dumbass. Cronenberg, what's he there other than just he likes to be in Star Trek?
I did think that was weird. I don't know why Cronenberg was the one doing that.
Georgiou with her thing that's like a legit mirror universe problem and stuff, but
in a weaker Discovery episode, that would have just been Burnham.
Yeah, well, I'll let that pass. I'll let that one go. Yeah. But yeah, no, he was having his conflict issues or whatever that he alluded to in the last episode. I really just think he needs to go to the bar, which he created the bar. Mm-hmm. Sorry, it didn't exist before he mentioned it, so he created the bar. He needs to go there and get drunk.
And I saw how you were with Georgiou when she was in crisis, so...
You need brutal honesty. Noted. We now have 8.5 minutes.
Well, the DMA has brought up a lot of fear and uncertainty.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
This is the first time in quite a while that I think we've seen a bar that doesn't have Illyrian in it.
Yeah.
Or a Morin in it.
It's a little off-putting.
Yeah. It's strange.
I kind of want Hugh to, like, go there, get drunk, bang a Dabo girl, and then, like, have some internal conflict. Be like, before I died, I was into Stamets and dudes. Mm-hmm. Now that I'm back, I have an attraction to other women. Mm-hmm. Be like,
there's got to be some Dabo boys for him. It's the future. There's got to be Dabo boys.
Yeah, I'm sure we've seen them. Jazzia was always chasing them.
Yeah.
But that was on Ryza, I think. Mm-hmm. Speaking of Ryza...
I love this guy.
Tarka.
Yeah.
Tarka was on Ryza when he was 5 and he did an experiment with atoms. I'm sorry, but the burn's been around for a couple hundred years. Why is Ryza still operating? Ryza couldn't even handle bad weather.
I don't think it...
Didn't Dilithium power their weather systems?
Obviously, it wouldn't be, like, operating, but there would be people there.
He called it a pleasure planet.
Yeah.
I mean, he did that, but it's still... Okay, but I'm sorry. Like, they almost fell apart during a war of the Dominion.
I don't see what your problem is with this. Why wouldn't...
I just don't think the Federation and all these worlds have gone to shit. Earth went to complete shit.
Yeah. And Ryze
is still chilling. Hey, you wanna Jamahara?
You want a Jamahara? Yeah. I don't know, man. That's their thing. They're laid back there.
Oh, I just want to read your book in the sun. That's fine.
Yeah. Great time.
But we're gonna walk behind scantily clad bikinis until we change your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you require to make your stay a more pleasant one?
All I require is to sit in the sun, read my book, alone.
And afterward?
I really hadn't thought that far ahead.
I just don't think Ryza would exist when everything else has gone to shit. Even Vance.
Everything else is massively
Vance
different.
is fucking sitting in his office eating shit, literally, because that's what they use.
Yeah.
And people are just having a great time on Ryza.
Yeah, Earth is completely different. Vulcan and Romulus have rejoined. The Federation is in shambles. Ryza, 100% the same.
You guys want to bang and get drunk on the Ryza? I mean, your dilithium doesn't work, so you probably won't get here, but...
Yeah, it's simple, it's straightforward, and they don't need to change.
So we're going next year, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so Tarka, let's see. Stamets didn't want him on the ship because he's smart and he's tired. He's just like, we finally got rid of Tilly.
Yeah.
Jett's still here
You know,
because this is first episode.
They were saying we were still going to see Tilly, but we got actually nothing. We have no idea what she's doing.
We didn't get Tilly, Detmer, and I'm going to say her name wrong, so you say it.
Awashka?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So I was okay with that. I mean, again, Nielsen, like, okay, did anybody not notice she did something with her hair and it looks great? It looks great. But I didn't see her in the command chair, and Saru's just like, oh, I'll just put her on the con. Like, well, let's see it.
Yeah, show us some people.
They're doing their little experiment where they're going to make a mini DMA. And Stamets is just like, yeah, like, let's do this. And be like, no, we need to give it more power. And Saru's just like, you're going to blow up the ship. And Jett's like, yeah, you idiot, you're going to blow up the ship. This is the closest you've ever brought us to death.
Yeah.
And that's saying something.
Oh, man. I mean, it was cool. I like the experiment and stuff, but there's just absolutely no reason they couldn't have waited a couple hours.
Yeah.
This is sort of the same thing that happened when they were exploring the DMA the first time. It's just like, you have unlimited chances at this. You don't have to just go right now. You could wait a couple hours, and if it's not enough power, you can go somewhere else.
You're like, oh, we can't take away from transport power, we can't take away from this, but you can do this experiment later.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Wherever they are, they're not gods. They sure as hell aren't immortal.
So much anger. No place to put it.
You don't know me.
No, but I know anger. It's a wonderfully productive emotion.
And then we get Book at the end.
This was a very interesting scene.
I was very bothered by the fact that Book is there drowning his sorrows in synthahol. I'm sorry, but the guy's like, I can smell synthahol from across the bar.
You know, it's kind of weird that that Book would be doing the synthahol thing. You think that wouldn't exist much outside of the Federation?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's on a Federation starship.
I guess, but like.
But like, oh, I want the taste of alcohol, but not the effects because I'm feeling down. What?
Oh, that's true.
Like, have a Dr. Pepper. You want some sugar? You want some energy? Yeah, like.
Well, I think the deal with synthahol is supposed to be it does get you drunk, but you can like pop a pill and then just kill it immediately.
Yeah.
I think.
I've never seen
that.
I think
that's the deal.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
And you want to get drunk? Scotty went to the green stuff. So.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. But yeah, that was an interesting conversation. I thought people were talking about Cronenberg on Twitter, but they're definitely talking about Tarka. He's definitely up to something. He knows something, and he's got that scar on the back.
What is it? It's in the same spot as the little bugs from Conspiracy. I don't think that's where we're going. It could be like an old tattoo or like a scar from where they put like the brain bomb. Remember that? The chain was doing it, the brain bomb in you.
Book was really like, you know who it is.
You know it's behind the DMA, don't you?
You say that with such confidence.
A man only gets as close as you did when he has some idea what's over the cliff.
And I like that Book's doing that because this is his empath thing. He's like, I can read you. You know, I understand your behavior and where it's coming from.
And Stamets was really pushing it like, oh, this Tarka guy's trying to make a new spore drive. He can't do it without me or Book. No, obviously Tarka's up to something. Like, you know, he could be in control of one of them.
Maybe.
I have several theories. Obviously, thank you everybody for congratulating me on being right that this is somebody behind this, because that was my theory right off the bat, because this is Discovery and I know that it's not a natural anomaly. It's always Burnham. So this is future Burnham doing this.
We're already on future Burnham.
Oh, okay.
This would be future Burnham.
Okay, yeah. So she's gonna discover this person behind it, and it's gonna be her.
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna be like, I have to kill myself to do it.
Yeah.
But then she'll just talk to her.
Yeah. Or possibly her dad.
Yeah. I mean, they were listing off the Iconians. They were listing off a few others.
Okay, what if they do go with
What if it was Chair Barkley?
Ooh.
What if it was Chair Barkley?
I didn't think about Chair Barkley.
He could do it.
That's...
Barkley? What's going on? Barkley!
Yes, Commander. It's me.
Big brain. Chair Barkley definitely could do it. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Well, what are you going to say?
Okay. I don't even care anymore. No,
Okay,
Chair Barkley.
Chair Barkley.
Chair Barkley.
But, other theories, future Borg, because
oh yeah,
they would be advanced. I mean, we did see that one dude on that one Voyager episode. He was kind of lame.
One, wasn't he?
Yeah. Really cool guy.
Yeah.
No, they were lame, so never mind. Future, no.
No.
But my favorite theory, and Enterprise.
Yeah.
Future Cindy. Because they're just like, oh yeah, our probe killed people, our other plan was gonna go great until the Archer stopped us and went back to visit Nazis for a terrible couple two-parter, but we've got a new plan. Space anomaly.
Why are they still mad at the everyone though? They're like, we know they're in the Federation. They're on the Enterprise J.
Yeah, they're on the Enterprise J, which should still be out there. I feel it should be like that Stargate Universe ship that's stuck out there so far, but for whatever reason they can't get back. But they're a city-sized thing.
Yeah.
But then somebody's just like, hey Cindy, future war, people are going to destroy you. You should make another weapon, kill everybody.
Hey, that's our thing that we do. That's our thing that we do. Oh, okay.
Let's take a shot here at Discovery. You know I like to do that. We just dealt with the burn. It stopped everybody from being in the Federation. It stopped people from working together. And finally the Federation's starting to get back up. And somebody's just like, no, we gotta stop this. I've got this anomaly.
I mean, if you're powerful enough to create this thing, is the Federation even a threat to you? Like, do you care what they're doing?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know it's not the Cube because we haven't seen them in 600 years. Thank you, Vance.
Yeah, there are no more Picards or Janeways to bother, so they
I feel like that's bullshit, but we do know the Q were fighting each other at one point, so you never know. I still think you could easily just have John Delancey show up in this show. He could. He could easily do it.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll just see how he does in Picard and then be like, hey, go save Discovery.
Yeah, we are getting him in Picard. Yeah, that'll be fun.
He could show up and just be like, Burnham, you are noxious. I do not like you. Goodbye.
I'm gonna turn you into a dog.
Yeah. Woof, woof, woof. Perfect.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean she should be bored to death.
I don't interfere with what you're teaching.
You would be incapable of
interfering. And I don't think it's asking too much that you do the same. And you stay out of mine.
Well, when you put it like that,
Final thoughts.
I really liked this episode. You know, I like I've been saying for the last two ones, they felt more Star Trek-y, but I was just I was finding the characters grating.
A lot of references.
Yeah, this
Aurelio. They even mentioned Aurelio.
Yeah, this one I really liked. This is easily my favorite Discovery Season 4 episode so far. Might be my favorite since we've jumped to the future, I think. I really liked the characters. I really liked the story. I liked how we were, building. I think this is a great way to, have sort of an A story and a B story. And there's lots of stuff that's happening, and it kind of contributes to the overall season arc. I liked, how they were using that format. And I'm now kind of excited for the next one. Let's keep going.
Best Star Trek episode of this season for Discovery. Oh, that's a tough sell because, last one we had Sasha, the cadet. Nielsen did do something with her hair in this one, though. Yeah. So you know what? That tips it over for me. That's good enough. That and this wasn't annoying.
Yeah.
As
I was not
the
annoyed.
Previous episodes were.
I was not annoyed by this.
There are bits and pieces in the other episodes that I like, but I'd say overall, you could have put this one over the top if you had like a couple prisoners that were real criminals, or if we saw a screamer do what it's supposed to do and tear through somebody. That would have been amazing. Be like, oh, they're still coming through. Oh, just tear.
We lost the jaywalker
right through. Yeah. They'll never cross the street again.
Yeah. I've got all of them coming. Get ready. They're coming in. You have to stop them.
That would have been great. Book really helped bring it home in the end there. I just love how accusing he was. He's just like, I know assholes. I'm not gonna say it, but he knows that Tarka's an asshole.
Yeah.
We even got a little bit of Hugh Stamets relationship stuff, which I still like. It doesn't work for me for the simple fact that like we ignore it forever, and then we just come back and they're just like climbing into bed, and it's just like, are you a couple? Because like,
I like their relationship though, but you're right. They haven't really done anything with them together for quite a while.
Like Riker and
liking
Troy not being in a relationship, but like keeping that through line, even though it was just, according to the actors, it was just them keeping the through line there, and you'd see them in sick bay, and you'd see the little exchanges, and you'd see them like visit each other in the quarters and talk to each other. That felt like more of a relationship, even though they weren't in one, than this one.
That's true. Well, yeah, a frequent complaint of Discovery is just there isn't that much downtime.
Yeah.
And we got downtime today.
Yeah.
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 I'm into it.
Yeah. I'll give this one a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm not discouraged now to see next week, where previously. Yeah. So yeah, maybe we've turned a corner, Chris. Maybe we have.
Are we ready to be hurt again, Jeff?
I'm always a little bit hurt, so it's just gonna add to it.
That's your secret?
Yeah, that's my secret.
Hurt.
I'm always hurt from Discovery.
Okay.
Yeah. Needle sitting out in a chair. Well, as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.